Hello, welcome back to Send Him Off. My name is Sam. I'm full of cold. I can only apologize. I sound awful. But joining me, as always, is my ever-present podcasting partner, Alex. How's it going, mate?
I'm glad, it's days like today. I'm glad we do this remotely and we're not together
Yeah,
because
you
I'm not
definitely
in the mood for
captured my
germs.
cold. No,
But somebody else who might not want to catch some germs, we're joined by a guest as well,
we
Sam.
are. Alex, I know you fancy yourself as a bit of a fashionista. You love
Of
it. If anyone
course.
follows Alex on Instagram, he thinks he's Gigi Hadid or something, to be honest. I don't know who's told him. He's a model.
Mommy,
But
mom told me.
we're joined by Jay today. Jay is a digital content creator for Retro Football Kits, and we're chatting threads, I suppose. I said that in the least cool way possible, but
We are chatting threads.
Jay is going to take us through his 5 favorite football kits of all time. And this man, believe me, if you follow this guy on TikTok or any other social media, this guy is the guy to talk about shirts. So, Jay, welcome. Thank you for joining us. How's it going, mate? How are you?
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, guys. I wouldn't say I'm the man, but I'm a man. But
You are one of the men, I'd say.
but no, I appreciate it, lads. I really do. Thanks for having me on. I'm looking forward to this. Got some good kits. They're my favorite 5. I don't know if they're the best 5 ever. There's a little biasness in there for some of them, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We love a bit
Sweet.
of bias. Don't worry. I told you
Yeah,
earlier, didn't I, Jay?
we
I
can't
said
help it.
I'm disappointed there's no Swansea City kits on your list. Although we've had some good ones, but we've had
a
very,
few
very bad
pearlers.
ones
We've
as
had
well.
some absolute
We've
stinkers.
had
Yeah,
some
you're
really
right.
bad ones. I'm thinking of the purple and yellow one.
I was going to go with the purple. Yeah, or
like
that, or
packet.
I can't think of probably the home one from that year as well. That wasn't a very good year for kits. But anyway,
No.
we've done our obligatory Swans talk.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to point out, I don't know if anybody saw the tweet I sent earlier. If I make it through the episode without sneezing, we're giving away a T-shirt today.
Here we are.
Because it's not very likely, but we're going to give away a T-shirt.
So like and share, guys. All right, like and share.
Listen. It's all about the little things today. We're making content out of a cold. So Jay, do you want to kick us off with kit number 5, please?
Yeah, sure. It was definitely, it's difficult to order them. I picked the 5 kind of relatively easily because especially with the World Cup coming up, I've been thinking a lot about international kits recently, so it was easy to actually pick the 5, but it was ranking them that I really found difficult. And obviously, working for retro kits is a big thing, but I'm starting with a modern. I've actually got it here. I'm starting with a modern one. So this is the Italy 2019 third shirt. It's it's one of those shirts where the second I saw it, I bought it. I was like, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
Gotta be mine. And yeah, I just think there's a few reasons. I'll put it back there. There's a few reasons why I got it. I think one of them was just the looks of it. It's based on the Renaissance, which obviously is like a really good time period for Italy, very important for their history, that sort of stuff. And it's still ever present in their architecture and their art today. So it just makes so much sense for Italy to lean into that. But also I kind of came up with this meaning in my head, and I did this on the retro channel, of why that kit is important for Italy going forward. Because the Renaissance was about a change in art and culture, and the Renaissance that this kit brought was a new change of kit design, whereas the kits before that for Italy, from I'd say the early 2000s to 2019, they were all rubbish, but this one changed the game and it made it just absolutely stunning. And then also at that time, the team got a little bit better. There were some young players coming through, and obviously, unfortunate for me, not for you lads, but we lost. We lost the Euros final to that team with that. So I think it's just overall just a really cool kind of story behind it as well. And obviously, it's just beautiful. It's turquoise green. It's got golden accents. It's stunning.
It is beautiful. It is. It reminds me of. It's sort of the same. Similar. Can you hear the hail?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I thought someone was typing.
Whoa, wow. Yeah, I got to shout now. I have to shout because the weather is battling with me. I feel like it's sort of in the same vein as the Venezia kits as well, where that could be in a designer shop, and I go, that's smart. But it's a football kit.
I think that's where Italy, especially Puma and Kappa, that's where they've kind of taken their like ideas with kits. I feel like they're kind of going for that designer touch as well, and a little bit what PSG have done with their kits. Like they're going for that. You can wear this on, like, this is high street fashion, but it's a football kit as well.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the fashion's come around. It's coming full circle because like the 90s was ripe for that sort of stuff, wasn't it? It was like was fashion. All the football shirts of the 90s were colourful and vibrant, and then they weren't very boring. And it feels like now, and that kit may be one of the first ones that like it's starting to come back around with the rise of Venezia, like you said. It's quite cool to see it kind of come around again. And this next World Cup's got some incredible kits in it.
Beautiful. Just while we're on World Cup, how do you rate our kits, the Welsh kits? Because we're big fans.
They're really good. Adidas have smashed it, haven't they, this year?
Yeah.
You're so lucky that you got Adidas. We've got Nike, and it's so shocking.
Yeah. They've had a bit of a shock on Nike, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what Nike, like they're using the same template for so many different kits, and I don't know why they can't just come up with a few more different ideas.
I know
it's not that hard.
No, it's not at all. You're right. And also, like the thing with Adidas have got like not a template but a theme. They're all kind of glitched and distorted, and each kit takes that in its own way. Whereas Nike just have that weird semicircle thing. It's horrible. But no, the Welsh kits, stunning, mate. I filmed my tier list for that World Cup, and I think these were very high in that. I can't remember where, but I do really like it. I'm jealous, to be honest. It's way better than our home shirt.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I prefer the away shirt though. I love the
away shirt. Smart.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because
a beautiful 1992 on the website, which is from what the Welsh. It's like white with the kind of green triangles and the little bits of red. It's stunning.
Yeah,
I've got that.
We see that. Sam's
lovely.
Nice.
We see that one quite like the old retro kits are coming like heavy now all over the whenever Wales are playing, and that one gets that one gets a good run around, and we're always keen to see it.
No, because my unpopular Welsh football kit opinion is the yellow kit, the away kit we just had. I didn't like it. The yellow and the green one. Didn't like it.
A lot of people were wearing that, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. But moving on. Number 4.
I'm being controversial for no reason.
Yeah.
Can't take. Number 4. I've got number 4 as well. This one's a bit biased for me, lads. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Chelsea fan, as you might have already noticed. I don't know.
From Birmingham.
From Birmingham, as you do. Big Chelsea community in Birmingham. When thinking of football kits, I always think of this kit particularly because it's just my favourite Chelsea shirt, and being a Chelsea fan, I had to be a little bit biased. So it's this one right here. So it's the 97 to 99 home shirt worn in 2 seasons, and I just think this kit is unbelievably good looking. I think 90s kits for me, I'm a sucker for a collar. You'll probably notice that, like you can see behind me a few colors in this kit. I love a collar, and also it's just the time period of this kit, like the players that the Vialis and the Di Matteos and the Zolas, and we won the League Cup, beat Real Madrid in the Super Cup as well, which is such a huge moment for Chelsea because Chelsea weren't the Chelsea we know now then. So that was so good, and that you're gonna there's a romance to this kit that because of that win, but also just the design elements. It's got that like blue on blue base. You've got the black and yellow accents, the white bold collar underneath as well as like this white panel underneath, and just a few little details like the little Chelsea there. It's just stunning. And Umbro in the 90s was unrivaled. So that's 4th on my list.
Do you know what? I gave you stick for being a Chelsea fan of Birmingham. Growing up, I was a Chelsea fan as well when I was growing up. They were my team growing up, and I remember the first Chelsea kit I had. It was when Drogba first came, and he was number 15. It had Fly Emirates on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year it was from, but
I think I've got that one behind that Roma shirt. I think I know the one you're about.
That could well be, that one that you're talking about. But yeah, I really like that kit as well. But that kit that you've got there, and your number 4, it screams Gianfranco Zola for me. Like every time I see that kit, you can't help but think of it.
Yeah, 100%. What a player, what a boy he was. So I think you can't, when you football shirts, you can always associate them with players, can't you? Like we did the Masters football event like a few months back, and we talked to some players, and they looked at the kits and instantly they'd grab a kit and just say a name.
Yeah.
They'd grab it and go, Solskjaer. And we'd be like, yeah, cool. And it's just like, it's just funny to see everyone doing the same thing.
All right, just with the Italy one, then we'll do this every kit. With the Italy one, who do you think?
What, with that 2019 one?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Barella coming through. You know what I mean? Like playing his first few games for Italy. Or Jorginho being like,
Jorginho was mine. Was the
yeah,
one
I was going to say Jorginho.
Yeah. Sure.
What about the Chelsea one?
I think, well, like you said, Zola. I think Di Matteo comes to mind as well. At that time,
did Gaspoye play in that kit?
Oh, I think he did. I think he was in that team.
I don't remember.
I think so.
But yeah.
Speaking about Chelsea, boys, we're already 1-0 down in the Champions League.
I just seen that. Yeah, I have just seen.
Was it?
Yeah, well, not ideal. Not ideal. I feel like this is one of those kits that has a potential. You know, is it this season United have done it, or was it last season? I feel like it's this season where they've gone a bit retro and like done a callback.
Yeah, this season.
And I feel like this is one of these kits that has the potential in the next couple of years that if they were to go and call back to an old kit, it's got to be this one.
If things go wrong for Chelsea and they really need to dig themselves out of a media hole, they'll just grab one of the old kits and redo it.
Yeah,
mate. I would. The thing is, as well, I'd be like a sucker for it. I'd be like, yeah, boy,
snap it up straight away. Yeah, sure.
Like, so they know that you're absolutely right. I think I'd love to. I think Chelsea fans, not just me, would love to see that kit be reimagined because it's just beautiful. Chelsea don't do that again with Chelsea and Nike as well. I'm being like cursed with Nike at the moment because Nike aren't going to do that.
Oh yeah, right. Number 3. Let's go. I'm excited.
Number 3. Yeah, number 3. So I've gone for another Italy kit, and it's annoying. I said sorry to you guys already that I put 2 Italy kits on this because it's like, you're supposed to.
We aren't complaining. We are not complaining.
Be out there, haven't they? Yeah, I know, but I think it's because honestly, the World Cup's in my head. Like it's all I'm doing at work at the minute. So I could only think of like World Cup. Well, not even World Cup, but just national team kits. And Italy '95 is the next one, and it's a beautiful kit. It really is. It didn't get worn a lot, but when I first started, excuse me, at Retro, it was like my love came for football kits through an Italy kit because I went to Italy, bought a kit as a memento, and it was kind of like the spark of football kits. So then when I started at Retro, instantly I checked out all the Italy kits, and this was one of them. And I was just looking at it like, Jesus, that's so beautiful. Like, without being exposed to it before, because it's not like from a big tournament or anything. It was just literally in between 2 tournaments, this kit, but it's honestly stunning. So on the base of it, there's like this nice shiny matte material. There's like a zigzag pattern. The zigzag pattern's inspired by the pavements of Italy, which is just genius. There's also like a few stars on there to resemble the World Cups that they've won. Again, another big collar, brilliant bold blue base. There's a few golden elements in there. It's just proper 90s as well. And it just instantly stands out to me when I think of a kit to put on the top 5 list.
The detail 100%. On it is stunning.
It's unreal.
It's really nice because I've got I think it's 93, 94 one with Baggio on the back.
When I see a kit from an Italy kit from that era, Baggio is the only one I think of.
Yeah, 100%. But this is the detail on this blows that one out of the park. Like it's unbelievable. I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm just gonna go and buy that one as well.
I know. I might have to price it up.
We have it I think we have one at the minute. We sold a few.
There
but
we are.
There we get your discount code, mate. No, it's the detail. Like there's like a little tag in the sleeve that's got 3 stars on. The designer is like an iconic Nike designer called Drake Dramberg. He designed some of the Dortmund kits from that era, the Nigeria kit as well. Like he just knows what he's doing. He goes to a place, he gets the right inspiration. And I think when you're doing like a national team, it needs to resemble the nation. So like just by just having the pavements, like Italians will familiarize themselves with that. It's just genius from him. So yeah, what a kit, man.
Yeah. I'd love him to do that for Wales, the pavement.
I know, innit?
Just bird, turd, and bubble gum. That's all it's around. Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
He stains.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that is that's a lovely one. Right, over halfway. Number 2.
Got top 2. Which one just missed out?
Just missed out. Yeah, this might have been a bit of biasness, but this one just missing out because the final 2 were definitely close. But in second place for me, I've gone for Germany 1990. I think you have to mention this kit when you talk about top 5 kits.
Yeah.
I think you're doing like something wrong if you're not, even with the kind of Germany, rivalry that England have, kind of. I'd be stupid not to mention this kit. This kind of is the kit that kind of started it all. By many people will say, like, you know, in the 80s, kits were just the colour, the badge, and then like at the back end of the 80s, going into the 90s, and with the linchpin of Italia 90, which is a really iconic tournament, this kit just stands out as to be one of the first ones that captured everyone's eyes. They kind of instantly saw it, and there's like that big geometric pattern going over the front in the Germany colours. It's in your face, and it's out there. And I think it really started this football kit scene. Even like not even at the time, but like it started a new wave of football shirts in the 90s. And then now, since looking back, everyone's like, that's the kit, that's the pin. And it's so important to this scene that I think that's why I had to add it to the list. Also, they obviously won in that kit, which elevates it even more. So yeah, I think it's just brilliant.
I love this kit. I think it's stunning. I love it that it looks so beautifully retro, but also it's like still quite like stylish.
Yeah, it holds up.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, if the German national team turned up in that now, I don't think many people would have too much to say about it, like if it's retro or not, kind of thing, you know. I feel like it wouldn't look out of place.
No, absolutely. Yeah. That's exactly what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well, 2018, the last World Cup, they wore a shirt that was inspired by that shirt, but instead of the colours, they kind of went with like a black gradient line design. It's nowhere near as good, but they like reimagined the design, and like that you say, that just instantly fit in.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
100%. And these are sort of the kits that I wish I had the money to buy. Like, I know for like this is expensive kit. I'm going to assume it's an expensive kit.
Yeah, very expensive.
And I wish I could just go out and buy one, but I haven't got that kind of coin at the minute. To be honest,
this is why I need to win the lottery.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Just and so also I can have, like, stop spending money on Panini World Cup stickers. One of the two.
I've been on that this year. They're so expensive. It's like £1 for a pack, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. I've completed I've completed 4 teams though. Which
you're still doing them?
Yeah, I'm still doing them. Yeah,
you gave up.
I've got about 600 duplicates. If anyone wants to trade.
Send some my way, mate. We need to fill the book up.
Yeah, well, you know, drop me some shirts and I'll give you some stickers.
I knew that was
what
coming.
A trade. What a trade.
Seems a fair trade, that.
Yeah, well, probably. So, in terms of players, who do you think of when you look at this shirt?
I didn't ask that.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think it was about. I'm not really terribly familiar with the German team from.
Yeah, Voller. I want to say Voller. I think from that period.
I feel like yeah.
I'm rubbish with names, honestly. We're doing a quiz soon, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'll tell you all about the history of the kit, but when it comes to a player, especially that far, you go, I don't really know about that one, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, probably a bit before all of our time there.
Yeah, way before.
So we'll glint over that. I'm thinking about it now. I actually don't know if I could name anybody in that team.
The reason I didn't ask was I was like, I hope I don't ask me.
was Klinsmann there, or was that too early?
I think it's too early. Should we have a quick Google?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Fine.
I want to know now.
Yeah, suspense is killing me.
On the Wikipedia, hold on. Wait for it. Oh, come on.
I keep going straight to Dutch players. I don't know why. Yeah. I'm thinking of like
Hullet.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it. Totally different team altogether.
I'm honestly struggling to name like one.
It makes for great watching, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sorry. Andreas Moller was one of them. Oh, Matthias, I can't say his name.
Luther Matthias.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I nearly said him. I thought he was a bit before.
Rudy Voller was there. Klinsmann was there. Must have been just like right at the start of his career, I reckon.
German legends.
Was the manager.
We haven't done too badly. We named 3, I think, between us. That's not too bad.
We'll take it, lads.
We'll definitely take it. Right. So
number 1.
We've
got your number 1, and like we know there's only one player you can think of with your number 1.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a mad one if we didn't say him. But yeah, the number 1 for me, my favorite kit of all time is England 1996. I just had to mention it. It's unbelievable. It's one of the most iconic England kits, in my opinion. I think when you pick out some of them, you might pick out 90. You'll probably pick out like the early 90s, like 94 as well, and then maybe some of the modern ones, but for me, the one that stands out the most is the 96 kit. This kit, for me, it's just, I mean, the tournament itself was iconic for us, obviously, like Gaza, who you were alluding to a second ago. He's kind of like, him putting his name out there, being the superstar, the controversy that happened before, but then going into the group stages, like battering Netherlands and that, but then having like a ropey start as well, the dentist chair against Scotland. It's full of iconic moments. Obviously, losing to Germany on pens, that's something we always got to do at some point. So like that, keeping tradition. And so like the tournament itself was iconic enough, but then the kit, beautiful, just simple white base with dark blue and light blue accents. Something you don't see on England too much as well. Like, normally it's England, it's white, it's red, and then sometimes blue, but this is having blue in the home shirt was really nice to see at that time. We've absolutely fucked it this year and tried to redo it, but horribly. All they had to do was just do nice pinstripe accents and it would have worked, but this kit is just brilliant. I think it's got the memories, it's got the players, and it's also got the style. And again, like you said earlier, this is one of those that you wear with like cargos or you wear with jeans.
Yeah.
Go out watching the World Cup this year and it'll be brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. This is along the lines of those Welsh kits we were talking about earlier, where I think you might see more of these in the crowd than you will of the modern shirt, the brand new one. It is iconic. Like, do
you know what?
This is the one they done a bit of a callback to with the Euros kit, wasn't it? Where they tried to with the badge in the middle.
Yeah, some centralized badges and stuff. For sure, that's another nice feature of it. I do like a centralized badge. Yeah, I feel like the last year's kit or the 2020 kit and this year kit is kind of a blend of the two because we took the colors for this one and the centralized badges of the last one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I find that like retro kits, older kits are more comfortable to wear as well. I find the new ones being like they're obviously like player focused, so they want to be tight to the skin. They want to, so nobody can grab the shirt. But like these ones, they're really like comfortable to wear. They're quite airy. They're quite breathable. I don't know. I would like to see kits sort of move back. They're not going to because of like design and all that money that's been spent. But for the consumers, I think it's a great idea. I find them more easier to wear.
Yeah, for sure. I think definitely to wear like in the stands or as a fan.
Yeah,
for sure. They're so much more stylish. They fit like you could like a big lad like me doesn't need to be wearing like a new Kappa kit that's going to be skin tight. Rather wear a 90s kit that's a bit more baggy. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's just keep it up with the style, but that's my fashionista coming out, I suppose.
Well, I did warn you. He's a fashionista. I did say, no, this is a nice one. To be honest, it's a bit of a shame. It's an England kit from my point of view.
I didn't want to say it.
One I'd happily buy, but I know.
Do you know what? I've only just realised they haven't put the star on there. They didn't put the star on the badge.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't realize that. It's weird. I don't know why.
I tell you why. It's because they don't shut up about it in any other circle of life.
Well, we've got to hold on to it, haven't we?
I suppose so. Yeah.
We'll have one this year. We'll have our own this year. Not a problem. So
yeah, we'll have a star. We'll have a
star for ourselves.
We're just. Are you allowed to put a star on there if you haven't won the World Cup? Like, is there like a not a law, but like, will you get punished if you just chuck a star on there and go?
I don't know if you get punished, but the ridicule that you'd get would be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it?
You don't need because if like Scotland or Wales put a star in there, you wouldn't hear the end of it, would you? So
I suppose not. No, yeah.
So there's maybe an unwritten rule. I'm just looking back at some of the England kits now, and I don't think like most of the 90s ones don't have a star on it for some reason.
I don't know.
All the new ones do though, right?
Yeah. From like 04 onwards, all the new ones have had their star. Maybe because it's been so long, we need to remind people.
Everybody needs to we did win it. Yeah, we did win it.
This was a thing. No one can remember it because none of it is in actually our lifetimes. Oh, sorry, Chelsea just scored. But yeah.
There we go.
It's like Soccer Saturday, man. Love it. So there we are. There's the top five. A brilliant top five, I gotta say. There's nothing there. Nothing there I disagree with. I'm a bit fussy, and I expected one or two to be, that's not to my taste. But all five of them,
they're all
the England one for obvious reasons, I would buy.
Yeah, Fair enough. Yeah, and like I said, that's kind of like my favorite right now, but that could change. Honestly, like in like a couple months time, that could have completely like there's kits.
It's
like
like children, isn't it? You don't really have a favorite at the end of the day, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Too many that I love. Like you've got the Dortmund ones that are really good from back in the 90s. I think some of the new modern PSG ones are brilliant. Like there's so many that we could have talk about. It's so hard narrowing it down, but that's my 5 as it stands on this day.
And,
there we are.
Yeah, brilliant. Jay, thank you so much for joining us, mate. It's been a pleasure. I've loved chatting kits. I love it. Do you want to tell everybody where they can sort of find you on social media, or where they might be able to get their hands on some stuff?
No, I appreciate it, lads. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Give me an opportunity to talk about kits. I'll snap it up. So yeah. So I work for Retro Football Kits. We sell football shirts. We've got thousands of retro ones. We've got most of the ones I spoke about today. They're actually on the site. And also we do loads of social stuff. So I run the YouTube channel, the TikTok, just Retro Football Kits. You'll find us. Look for my face and you'll see it.
Happy days.
Yeah. Big fan of the TikToks.
You paused
at
a really inconvenient moment there, Sam. Like you paused and you were sort of laid back in a very odd position, but I'll let you do with that in the edit. Oh, right. Was that what it was?
Yeah,
You're dying to give away a shirt.
Not to sneeze, yeah. Well, I haven't sneezed, and we're calling this now. This is the end. So we are giving away a t-shirt. I can't promise there's going to be anywhere near as stylish as the ones Jay has been talking about today, but it'll be a lovely little send him off t-shirt, like my hoodie. See? Well,
there we go. But, we didn't actually design them. We just put a badge on it.
No, we just literally just went, yep, that'll do.
That'll do fine.
There, it's modelled on the pavements of Meath. But Jay, thank you so much for joining us, mate. Pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
Maybe we'll have you back if it does change your top 5, and we'll have another top 5, or we could have a bottom 5 maybe.
Yeah, we are.
Nice. So we'll see. So keep your eyes peeled.
We'll
guys.
Definitely see the Swans in there for a few of them.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you guys for listening. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. We're officially in World Cup month now, so we'll be winding down. We are actually having a little break for the World Cup. We are
to watch it.
If Haaland can have a month off, so can we.
So yeah, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us.
Yeah, it's the first time Welshmen have actually had something to do doing.
This is the first time a Welsh podcast has announced they're having a break for the World Cup because Wales are qualified for. So why not?
You got to enjoy it, lads.
Exactly, because who knows if it'll happen again.
Yeah. Well, there we are. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week, and drop us a follow, drop us a like, and a review or whatever. I don't know what they're called. I'm waffling now. I'm just gonna leave you go. Ta-ra.
Take care.